wherever you're watching WY TV to another edition of News Review. I am Odunayo Adelere. And with me in the studio today I have...
I'm Ambassador Rochimorilo, son of the prophetess, the man who is Wicked.
Thank you for joining me in the studio
Thanks for having me.
Thanks to all our viewers out there for always staying through. And our sponsor still remains Nokba Abals. Thank you for always pushing us forward to always make our viewers see us every day. Thank you for your support. It's our prayer that you continually grow on a daily basis.
Exactly.
And also to the person of the chairman and the director, the CEO, in person of Prince Dr. Noah Adeleke Oshi, popularly called Ajala Kusangba, and some do call him Transformer for boys and girls whose lives are in darkness. Thank you so much, I really appreciate. You know how we did on the show, bring to you news that made it to the top. We'll go on a short commercial break. When we come back, we'll discuss on the one we should discuss. We will not be the only one talking. You can also drop your own comments in the comment section. Without wasting much of our time, on Punch newspaper I have bullying. Abuja school shot, victim may sue. Emefiele printed 684.5 million naira with 18.9 billion naira, says Efcc in fresh charge. Kebbi governor approves 309 million naira for foreign scholarship. On Vanguard newspaper we have Okwamaewu, community declares 17 soldiers killed along Forcados River. Murdered professors, last interview, kidnappers, terrorists don't deserve mercy. Passengers overpower bandits in Zamfara, kill one, seize 2 AK-47 rifles. On Daily Post newspaper we have, Tinubu still popular in Northwest group. Alleged fraud. Efcc goes hard on Yahaya Bello, Sirika. And the last but not the least says, I was never invited, not running or afraid. Yahaya Bello replies EFCC chairman. These are the news that made it to the top today. Let's go on a short commercial break. When we come back, we'll talk on the one we should talk about. We won't go nowhere. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
When life breaks into the beautiful splendor of nature, and the kids can't just resist the temptation to explore to its zenith with the full assurance that the perfect backup is on the way for a perfect refilling. Nokba, we always come to the rescue anytime, anywhere, any day, anyway, anyhow, round the clock. Your family just can't get a better companion aside Nokba. Nokba Abba Mixture, your family's best bet.
With Nokba, healthy living is guaranteed for me and my family.
Nokba for management of power.
Short commercial break. That is our sponsor Nokba. If you need it, you can just call us on this number 0701010859, or you send a DM and we'll reply to your messages. Without wasting much of our time, like I said, just in, Emefiele printed 684.5 million naira with 18.9 billion naira. EFCC says in fresh charge.
Well, what I want the other Nigerians to know is this. Let's have it at the bottom of our heart. There is no smoke without a fire.
Yeah.
I believe this EFCC on the issue of this Emefiele, let's speak the truth and let the devil be ashamed. The problem, they didn't tackle the problem at the right side.
They did not check it from the root.
Because Emefiele in question has no fortune in doing this. If Emefiele is not having anybody that is backing him up in this issue, he wouldn't have gone to the extent of doing that. That is what I want the whole Nigerians to know. They would have tackled it right from the source. Who is the source? The ex-president is the source. If the ex-president is not giving an order, Emefiele wouldn't have come to the extent of doing that.
I think the ex-president already came out to clear the air that
nobody should come after him.
Not even that was not even what I'm trying to say. He came out through his spokesperson Gaba show that the seal that was on the letter, that was on the type of proposal for printing the new notes, was not the seal of the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
If the seal was not the President, was not the seal of the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, but who is the sitting President then?
He's the sitting President.
Who would have given him the order to go ahead and print those new Naira notes?
And you know some set of
can Emefiele just rise up without the approval of the President and say he wants to go on in printing of the Naira?
Some people, okay, now this one is, Emefiele is being charged with different kind of cases, different kind of offenses. like the embezzling of money, printing naira notes, making Nigerians suffer due to the new naira notes that was printed. But you know, some set of three guys were actually declared wanted. And I think they were caught at the airport when they were trying to leave the country due to this new naira note issue. So I just feel Emefiele is just like where two elephants are fighting. The grass is the one
that is exactly the point of. That's exactly the point. That is what I was trying to bring.
The former president left. I don't think anybody has ever called him in.
So Emefiele is just at the center of the stage. What? Now somebody is giving the order. Who gave that order to have done that? Which is the ex-president. He would have been brought for questioning because he came out that nobody should come after him. That anybody that wants to come after him, then is the person should ready to face his wrath.
I see.
So why are we beating around the bush?
What I'm just going to say is all those that are actually working under this government parastatal, all these government bodies and all that, you need to use Emefiele's case as an example.
Listen to me. Because, let me tell you this. If they are using Emefiele as an example, will you go against the directive of the person who has protected you?
Why I said they should use Emefiele's case as an example is in the sense that since when Emefiele has been facing the charge, who else has been facing the charge with Emefiele?
Nobody else is facing.
So if he cannot go against what the president is saying, then he should be ready to dance to the tune of the drum.
If he's ready to dance to the tune, automatically what you are saying is this: that the new elected president who was on the throne now, if he ordered Cardoso to go and do it, are you telling me that
if he does it, then he should be ready to face the consequence like Emefiele is facing it.
If he's not ready to do it, when
he will leave.
He will leave. Okay, that is what you are saying.
My own is if you cannot say the truth.
Why are we beating around the bush?
You said it's a saying of yours that you do say very well, and I love it. You said these people that are actually working under these governors, all this president, they are not ready to say the truth. Why are they not ready to say the truth? Because they are not ready to lose their job. So if I know that I want to say the truth, I know that I'm ready to lose one thing or the other.
Or the other, yes.
I am standing for nothing but the truth. So now if anybody wants to say, why did so person leave that post? They will know you left the post with dignity.
You could recall that he was summoned by the Senate then.
He refused to go. He said the president told him not to.
The president told him not to go because he was
following an order. But now the president is not being called. He's the one facing who is dancing to the tune now. He's the one dancing it alone. There appears to be more troubles for the embattled former governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN Godwin Emefiele, with the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, aping fresh charges on him bordering financial crimes. EFCC accused Emefiele of printing 684.5 million naira. Notes at the cost of 18.96 billion naira. I remember when I told you this, what you said was the money
that they use in printing the money is even the money they use in printing the money was multiple. I mean,
the EFCC in fresh charges filed at the High Court of the Federal Capital Territory (FCT) emphasized that the State and CBN governor violated the law with intent to harm the public while implementing the Naira swap policy under the former President Muhammadu Buhari. Emefiele is also being accused of unlawfully approving the withdrawal of 124.8 billion naira from the Consolidated Revenue Fund (CRF) of the Federation. EFCC Chief Prosecutor Rotimi Oyedepo in the document dated April 2nd, 2024, marked suit number CR/264/2024 disclosed that the former governor, CBN governor, will be arraigned before Justice Hamza Muazu of the Federal Capital High Court. I just feel Emefiele is just being used as, I don't know, and there's this thing that they call it in my dialect as something to flog somebody.
Okay, it is used as a weapon to the
so
nation.
I said it, if you know you don't want to dance to the tune that Emefiele is dancing
then you should be ready to
then you should be ready to leave the office.
EFCC chairman came out this morning that if Yahaya Bello was not being persecuted, that he's ready.
We're still coming to Yahaya Bello.
He's ready, okay.
Because that man's case, I don't even know where we are going to hang his case.
This country is a mess.
It's not a mess. It's
a mess.
You see, this country, I don't see this country as a comic relief.
I don't know who programmed this country the way the country is being programmed. Anybody can just cut away with anything he or she does. And nobody is going to say anything about it from one generation handing over to another generation. That is how it has been right from the establishment of this country.
One thing is government, I just see they are trying to promote, they are trying to say, if you want to go into politics and you want to embezzle money, please embezzle meaningful
Embezzle a lot of money that to the extent in which you have money.
At the end of the day,
you give your lawyer the money to defend your case.
And you forget everything.
About everything, because before you get to know, they'll tell you, you see a lot of people roaming about the president that, oh, don't worry, it's our baby or money. Just leave him alone, please. Or we beg you, just let the sleeping dog lie. At the end of the day, nobody's coming out to say anything about it again. Nigeria,
my country, I hail you. I don't even know which change the national anthem from Nigeria we hailed it to Arise, O Compatriots, because everybody's not even working like a patriot or whatever we call it. This one says, murdered professor's last interview, kidnappers, terrorists don't deserve mercy. Professor of Human Rights and Gender Law, Yinka Olomojobi, was shot dead last week Friday by suspected kidnappers at Ikperemo, Ogun State. Unaware that he will lose his life in the hands of kidnappers, the Babcock University lecturer in his interview raised concern on the just security situation in the country and advised that government must be firm and resolute in punishing kidnappers and terrorists to serve as deterrent to others. He also spoke on other issues. It said, I am a scholar and human rights lawyer in my field. We have a number of books and scholarly articles on human rights, but what has been missing are books on international humanitarian laws. In the context of human rights, international humanitarian laws are always left out because it's still in growing process. I teach it as a component of human rights, but it's limited in the application to fighting wars and using the element from distinction, proportionality, humanity, and those other various elements. Should I say it was because of what this man said?
Let me tell you this. When you look at this story, automatically there are some people in high-ranking place who have been fueling insecurity in this nation.
We know.
If this man could come out, some weeks after when the man came out, he was given a lecture to, he was given a role to play in the area of lecturing that if kidnapper is being apprehended, I believe he have not said anything wrong. That
he's not the first person to even say something like that.
When you look at this country, that's why I said the country is a mess. When you look at the country, this country, Nigeria is a country where you see the kidnappers, the bandits roaming about the street free
of charge.
Free of charge. When you see the innocent citizen being punished of the offense they never committed.
Go to the prison correctional center and
go and look at a lot of
innocent people there.
Now, for somebody to have come out to speak nothing but the truth, automatically, when you look at that, maybe, don't let me say maybe, some set of people consider themselves untouchable might have fueled this issue of
but what he said is
murder.
Now, what he said is not
they want it to serve as a lesson to other people that are coming out to talk, that you don't just come out and say whatever you like.
But he's not the first person to say something like this.
To say something like this.
Prophet Elijah Ayodele said something like this, that murderers, kidnappers, bandits are not
Prophet
different
Elijah Ayodele might have some security personnel that is guiding him.
The first lady of Nigeria said it.
The first lady of Nigeria has a lot of bodyguards that are guiding her.
So because this person does not have any security personnel
that is guiding, do you know how many attempts they might have tried of getting Prophet Primate Ayodele?
This is still bouncing back to what I said in the first news that we had about Emefiele, that if you are not ready to say the truth, then ready to resign. He gave a lecture. This is just a lecture. Terrorists, bandits, kidnappers.
You know, I did say it from time to time that there was an army official that was being summoned by the Senate. He went to the Senate House. The man was now saying that the judiciary system of the nation should be scrapped because it has nothing to write off. They will put in their efforts, collective effort of going into the forest, arresting bandits. You know how many soldiers that lost their lives in the area of discharging their duty into their mother's land.
17 lives lost.
At the end of the day, after they apprehended all those set of people, they bring them to the police, hand them over to the police will hand them over to the court, we take them to the court. At the end of the day, the judge will say they should go and spend 1 month.
You will see.
The next thing is the family, the life of the family of those people that are putting their effort in going, they are in trouble. That's what the man said.
I don't know when we are going to actually get it right in this country because everything is becoming messed up. I don't know what other English to qualify it with. If I'm not supposed to use that English, I'm sorry. But Nigeria is, I see this country as if we're in a confused state. We don't know the right thing to do from the wrong one. or we probably know the right thing to do, we don't know where to do it. Because if you ask these people, they actually know the right thing to do, but they are not doing it.
Even if the president is afraid of some set of people, automatically, why is he the president of the nation? You are afraid of some set of people who consider themselves a cabal that you can't touch them.
You have all the securities that you
power and
should
the
use.
security that you should use at least to bring some set of people into justice. If truly you said you are into renew hope of the country.
Things are getting worse and worse every day. No, you say people's lives are not assured anymore.
When President Muhammadu Buhari came on board in the southern part of the country, President Muhammadu Buhari shut the whole border. While the border in the northern part of the country were open for their people. He used the budget
to where he came from.
Used his own power to favor his people where he came from. But when the president came from the border of the northern side of the northern part of the country were open for their people there. Now the southern part of the country where the president came from was not open for his people.
You did not vote for him here in the south.
Okay, that was the reason why he should allow his people to suffer till death to the South case.
He lives in Lagos, and even Lagos did not vote for him. So why do I need to open the border for you? I think that is what is actually going on, and of which it is not supposed to be. That there's a slogan that says "United we stand, divided we fall." If you think if anything happened in the south, it is not going to affect you. The first person to affect is the president, because you are the #1 citizen of Nigeria. The last but not the least, he says, "I was never invited, not running or afraid." Yahaya Bello replies, EFCC chairman.
He was not invited. If he was not invited, why is he desisting from arrest? Because there's another that says a clear conscience fears no accusation. If your conscience is clear, why are you running? You would have come out. When you look at my brother in Ekiti, Fayoshe, I called him Dr. Ayodele Fayoshe.
I love his
when they told him that he's going to be prosecuted, he said no problem. He knew they are going to. When they say our brother Laya Muhammad, do you know what he normally did? That he was threatening Fayoshe that don't worry, because he was the sitting governor then that is enjoying immunity. Immediately he stepped down. Ayo Fayoshe immediately took himself to the EFCC office. EFCC because he has nothing at the back of his neck.
He did not even wait till
they invited him. But you coming out to say, in fact, it is a shameful thing for you to have uttered that kind of statement out that you were not afraid of EFCC, that you were not being invited by the EFCC.
Kayode Fayemi was about to be sworn in as the governor of Ekiti State. Then when the then former governor,
even when Ayodele Fayoshe defeated Kayode Fayemi, do you know Kayode Fayemi did not do handing over, did handing over for Fayoshe. He didn't do handing over for Fayoshe. He just left.
And Fayoshe saw that if I stay till the end of my tenure, these people are going to drag me, because I know there are lots of cockroaches in my cupboard. And he jejely took himself to the EFCC, even with his clothes. With the
EFCC, here I come. That's what you wrote on his story.
Even with bed and pillow. So for you to know that
Bello
he knows he's not.
Yahaya Bello was afraid of EFCC.
But now you're telling us you are not
arrest.
running.
Then
but
if
you are ready to appear in court.
You know you are afraid of all this, you would have made yourself clean. Come clean in your administrative, the way you run the affairs. In fact, you know, $720 million was
paid in advance, school fees.
Was paid in advance. Was deducted from the state account to pay personally for the school fees of your children. Why workers in that state could not have access to their salary for good 7 years? You people, you are so wicked though. I don't know. You are so wicked.
Kogi State Governor Yahaya Bello has denied being a fugitive. Bello said, contrary to claims, the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, had never invited him for questioning. Speaking through his media officer, Oyari Michael, the former governor said, EFCC declared him wanted without inviting him for question. But when they came to your house, he was taken away by the governor of the state. Or was it? Was it there? Or probably
no, it was smuggled away.
Probably you turned to Nido and they did not know you were in the house.
Smuggled away.
When you are not rice.
The way
they smuggle rice
into the country.
He challenged the EFCC to provide evidence of the invitation sent to him after he left office. A statement by Michael read partly, let it be known to all that Alhaji Yahaya Bello is not afraid of the EFCC. He is not a fugitive running from the law. All he demands is that the rule of law be respected. EFCC stated that they invited Alhaji Yahaya Bello immediately after his tenure ended on 27th of January 2024, which allowed the EFCC to publish a copy of the invitation delivered to Yahaya Bello. They should also tell Nigerians the date the alleged invitation was delivered and which was delivered to. We are certain that EFCC will not be able to produce any of the foregoing, as to date they have yet to invite Alhaji Yahaya Bello. You don't even know what to say concerning Yahaya Bello's case.
The country itself is a dramatic country. So let me say, okay, the government officials are the actors.
We are the boss.
We are the audience that are watching.
So, honestly, I don't even know where to come in concerning that case, but I just feel justice should just take place. You said you were not invited, you are not running away, but you said you are afraid of arrest, but you can appear in court. I don't understand.
Let him go and appear in court.
I don't know if it's actually done in Nigeria. I can just go to court without
being invited, or then sign some documents of invitation.
No. I don't think it should be done.
You know, it can be done because they are in power. They are in power. It can be done.
Alright, we've come to the end of this review today. Don't forget to follow us on all our social media platforms, on our Facebook, YouTube, on our X accounts, on our TikTok, on our Instagram at Wisdom Yard Online TV. I remember my humble self, Odunayo Adele. Thank you for joining me in the studio.
Thanks for having me.
Till we come again by our screen. Be happy, have a good. Bye.